And that, my friends, was the music of Fela Kuti, the dissident and irreverent music of Fela Kuti. One of my favorite songs, actually, of his, Opposite People. Speaking of dissidents, do you know who is currently the world's most popular artist in the world? Speaking, of course, about the sculpture and painting and so on. You know who it is? It's Weiwei. I guess no surprises there, really. The globally celebrated Chinese-born conceptual artist is also one of the people who has done the most to denounce the world's lack of human rights, and he has been particularly vocal about the lack of freedom of expression causes in China, which hasn't won him any favors back home. Many consider him to be the most important living artist, and I tend to agree. And also, having briefly met him in Venice at the Venice Film Festival a few years ago, I can't exactly remember when, but he was presenting a documentary there. I can say that he strikes me as an incredibly nice man. Last year, 1.1 million people attended his traveling exhibition in Brazil, and this was his first exhibitions in South America. So the exhibition was kind of a greatest hits showcase, including some works of a series of large-scale sculptures that were made from roots of the endangered Pequi vinagreiro trees that are found in Brazil's Atlantic forest. And sadly, the display became all the more poignant against the backdrop of the fires that ravaged the Amazon rainforest last summer. And they actually peaked in August when the Rio show opened. Ai Weiwei is, I think, one of the most important artists to have highlighted the environmental issues, and he has gone on record as saying that roots are the last evidence of what we have, a sad eulogy for human stupidity. He has also recently stated that the coronavirus pandemic will officially mark the end of capitalism. As a side note, I agree with him there, but I am worried about what capitalism could be replaced by. The alternatives aren't all that appealing to me. Anyways, just to give you an idea of how popular Ai Weiwei's exhibitions in Brazil last year were, it was 3 of his Brazilian exhibitions that top the list of the most attended popular exhibitions that took place in the entire world last year, 2 of which took place in Rio de Janeiro specifically. Behind those, just behind those, are the 2 exhibitions of European art at the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum in Japan, one of which was dedicated to Munch, and the other was dedicated to Gustav Klimt. Also making the charts, and this is according to theartnewspaper.com, were exhibitions on Diane Arbus, or some people say Diane Arbus, I'm not quite sure the pronunciation myself, and Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, again, I don't know how to pronounce that name either. We don't know anything, you see. And but I am a little bit surprised that Marina Abramovic isn't on the list, but I don't know much, but what I do know is that something tells me that the figures for attendance of exhibitions in museums and galleries will be much lower in 2020.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.